Hi student, today we are going to discuss two very important topic from refraction of light. One is optical density and the other is refractive index. So first, what is optical density? So optical density of a medium tell us about the ability of that medium to which extent or to which angle it can bend the incident ray after refraction. As we all know, after refraction, the path of the light changes. So, in which direction it will changes? It will bend towards the normal or away from the normal after refraction. So, all these we can know from the value of optical density of that medium. So, optical density is not like our mass density or physical density. So, as we know, mass density can be calculated by mass by volume, but optical density can't be calculated like this. So, based on optical density, we can divide the medium in two divisions. One is denser medium and the other one is rare medium. So let us discuss what is denser medium and what is rare medium. So in denser medium, the speed of light decreases, and in rare medium, speed of light is high. So in this diagram, an ray is incident at the surface which is separating air and water. So first the incident light is coming from air, falls on the surface and then travels to water. So here this dotted line indicates the initial part. Okay, but after refraction it follow this part. That means it bends towards the normal after refraction. So why this happened? See, our air is a rare medium which is optically rare, and water is optically denser than air. So as the light crosses air and enters into water, so its speed slows down. So its speed decreases, and that is why it bends towards the normal. Okay. Let's take another example. So in this diagram, a bulb is placed inside a water. So the incident ray will be within the water. That means the incident ray falls on the surface coming from water and travels into air, just opposite of the previous example. So see, after refraction it bends away from the normal like this. So this is our refracted ray. So why it is bent away from the normal? Because as the incident ray crosses water and travels into air, its speed increases, and that is why it moves away from the normal. So next, based on optical density, we can explain refractive index. A optically denser medium will has high refractive index. So if we compare water and air, so water is a high optically denser medium in comparison to air. So water will have high refractive index. So refractive index basically represented by mu or small n. So let's take this example. So in this example, a ray of light falls on the surface and travels from medium 1 to medium 2. So here we can define refractive index like that. The refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium is the ratio of velocity in medium 1 by velocity of light in medium 2. So as we know, refractive index is inversely proportional to velocity. That means if a medium has high refractive index, in that medium velocity of light will be less, because optically denser medium means high refractive index, okay, and in optically high denser medium velocity of light is small, okay. Refractive index and optical density are almost similar, okay, and optical density or refractive index is inversely proportional to velocity. That means if a medium has high refractive index, its velocity will be less, and if a medium has less refractive index, then in that medium velocity of light will be more, and that is why we can say that refractive index is inversely proportional to the velocity of light in that medium. That is why we can write it like that: refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1 is equal to the refractive index of medium 2 by medium 1 is equals to velocity of light in medium 1 by velocity of light in medium 2. See here, this is the refractive index of medium 2 by refractive index of medium 1, which is equals to velocity of light in medium 1 by velocity of light in medium 2. So this is because refractive index and velocity are inversely proportional.